medication that I don't have covered. And after 15 years of HIV/AIDS, you would hope that I would be able to have all my medications covered. And on that note, I'm going to hand myself back over to Ted, who I know has been waiting anxiously. And thank you for listening.
Thank you much, Jason. And yeah, you guys should check out his webpage. I think it's Medical Cannabis in Canada, or medical something like that. In Canada, yeah, just kind of one big word. He's got a whole bunch of videos and stuff he puts up about his plants and everything at home. He's been on the Canadian AIDS Society committee that's been dealing with this issue for several years now as well. So he's been a national advocate. We're proud to have him working with us. I'm also proud to have the proclamation. Thanks, Rob, for running over there and grabbing it for us. But I'm not making it up. I swear the city supports what we do here as well. And I want to jump into the future now a bit, because today there's a few things happening. 420 is the conclusion of our silent annual art auction. It's at the Cannabis Buyers Club. It's our 6th annual art auction to raise funds in the past to help get us out of debt. But today, it's actually the real big kickoff in our search to hire an executive director for a research institute that we're going to be forming to work with Hempology and the Cannabis Buyers Club. We're really excited about this. We've been actually advertising in Monday Magazine, Victoria News, and the Times Columnist since Wednesday and until tomorrow for people to apply for this position. We've had some really impressive people, I should say, and their resumes come to us already. So we have some really exciting possibilities, and we hope to include them in not just possibly helping this first person work with us in January, but to have a whole team of people working with us. The goals of the Research Foundation initially will be to publish a peer-reviewed scientific journal with a particular focus on cannabis resin and whole plant medicine, as we're referring it to, as opposed to synthetic medicines. And so we're going to be doing research comparing the products that we're making at the Cannabis Buyers Club to prescription drugs and others, and all sorts of other work with the international scientific community as well. We're also going to host international conventions around the world every other year. The first one will be in Vancouver in a year and a half. Then we're going to do Toronto in 3 years, Amsterdam in 5, LA in 7, England in 9, back probably Calgary in 11. We're going to bounce it probably between Europe and North America for the most part, but we want to really encourage the scientific community to look at this plant, not the cannabinoids as much as the actual plant and how it works, and that will be a primary focus of this research director. We're accepting resumes for the position until December 1st. We're going to do interviews for a couple weeks. December 15th, we're announcing the person we're hiring, and January, I guess, 2nd really is going to be their first day on the job. So we're really excited about the possibilities that will come from this project, and building a community of people around us to work on that. So there's going to be many things happening to help fund this as well. I brought a couple of things today just to almost more tease people. We have postcards now we've made for the Cannabis Buyers Club and Hempology 101. And I didn't bring them to show you today, partly because they're not available for sale in stores yet. But in the new year, by our convention, we hope to have at Old Nick's, Sacred Herb, and Trippy's, these little packages of stickers, buttons, postcards, all this sort of paraphernalia from Hempology and the Buyers Club that you'll be able to buy and support the work that we do. And so we're excited about developing new products. In January, I think January 16th, we're going to have our first ever Cannabis Film Festival at the university as a fundraiser. We have many ideas that will be coming on that will both help educate the public about cannabis and its medicinal value, and raising funds to support our research institute. So we plan on having all sorts of fun different events like that, and more in the future. So again, if you want to find out about us, hempology.ca. I don't think I mentioned our webpage, but there's a volume of material at hempology.ca. Go into the forum section. That's where you'll find all sorts of different stuff about us. The other page, I'm a little slow because I'm always busy on the forums, actually. But other than than that, I guess there's a couple of things left to happen here, so don't run away just yet. One of the things we do at just about every rally, if we remember, I guess, we have 42 seconds of silence each one of these meetings for the victims of the drug war. And we often get together and smoke pot and do crazy things in public, and hopefully, and usually, most times we don't get arrested. I've probably organized about 1,400 different cannabis events by now, and I've only been arrested a few times, so actually I'm doing really well, statistically speaking. But other people are being arrested. Other people certainly are in jail right now for working in this field. A few activists are out on appeal right now, or sorry, bail, waiting for an appeal. So in some ways we could, in the next year, see many more activists in Canada spending time in jail than we've seen for a while because of some cases that have been sort of piling up. And if it's not an activist, certainly there's many others, thousands that have been in jail for this and are in jail and could be in jail. And for everyone that's a victim of this drug war, whether they're being arrested or an addict because they got the wrong education in school or otherwise didn't have access to cannabis because it's illegal. Back where I grew up in Ontario, most of my friends don't smoke pot anymore because it smells. They'd rather do cocaine, for crying out loud. It's just ridiculous, the impact of the drug war and how it makes people use drugs that really make their lives go to hell instead of just smoking a joint and relaxing. But anyway, I'm going to have this 42 seconds of silence, and then, like I say, we got a couple more things to do. But again, if everyone could please join me, I give you a countdown of 3, and then we have 42 seconds of silence for the victims of the drug war. Please, starting in 3, 2, 1. Cool, thank you very much, folks. Right on. So, yeah, like I say, we got a couple of things to do here, but just to, again, fill you in on the rest of the day's events, at 4:20, we are having the end of our silent annual art auction, like I mentioned. It's at 826 Johnson Street. We have 26 amazing pieces of art from 17 different artists. Most of them are members of the Cannabis Buyers Club of Canada, and some of them are from other friends and other people that have helped us and want to help us in various ways. But we've already got over $900 in bids, so we're at the point now where we've done better than the last few years. I don't think we've beat $1,200 before, but certainly there's still lots of beautiful art that hasn't even been bidded upon yet, that is available at the club, and it's something that's a really wonderful event for us because the artists can donate 1 or 2 pieces of their art and feel, you know, that they've done their bit. You can bid, as again, it's a silent art auction. Most of the art goes for between $20 and $100. The stuff that goes for $100 is usually like world-class art, to be sure. And generally speaking, it's a really good opportunity to either buy some art for your home or to buy some art for a friend or a family member for Christmas or a birthday or something to that effect. And so it's a really, you know, wonderful sort of occasion for people to come and get some art for their homes that means something to them because they know that the money went to a good cause, and like I say, the artists each year feel you know, quite good about it as well, and so it's a really great event. Again, the money today is being basically saved up for the first month's wages of our new executive director of the research committee, or sorry, research foundation that we are forming, and we're really again excited about the research foundation. Our webpage, hempology.ca, is really the best source of information if you want to see kind of where we're at in the planning stages. It really is an early idea that we have, but there is more and more science on the medical benefits of cannabis that's becoming apparent all the time, and it's something that is, for the most part, the information about the current science on cannabis is being controlled by pharmaceutical companies for several reasons. For one